After Tom Brady and the Patriots suffered their first two-game losing streak since 2012, the top of the AFC was shaken up yesterday. With three teams at 10-2, the Bengals now sit in the top spot thanks to their tiebreaker advantage, and the Broncos are at number 2, and the Pats have now lost 2 in a row, falling all the way to the 3rd seed in the AFC. Stephen A., make sense of this for us. Who is the favorite in the AFC now?
Well, I think you have to assume it's still going to be the Patriots because you're surmising that Gronkowski and Edelman will be back come playoff time, at least one of them, in all likelihood, both. So you certainly have to give the Patriots the edge because of their continuity with Belichick and Brady. Having said all of that, I still give Denver the edge over Cincinnati as the biggest threat to the Patriots because Brock Osweiler, at the very least, has them running the football better, and he's a bigger threat in terms of your wideouts because he has the arm strength to throw outside the numbers, and that defense is big time. Cincinnati can't be ignored because they've been a model of consistency for the most part throughout this year. But I'm going to tell you the dark horse in all of this is the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are capable of averaging 35 to 40 a game against anybody. With Big Ben Roethlisberger, Heath Miller missed his first, he only missed 8 games in his career. He missed his first game in years last night. He'll be back at some point. So you've got a tight end. You've got wideouts in Brown, Bryant, and Wheaton. You've got a first-string quarterback who's supposed to be second-string in D'Angelo Williams, but only because Le'Veon Bell is out. And their offensive line is coming together, and I believe is doing a better job of protecting Big Ben Roethlisberger. Not to mention the fact that although their secondary is abhorrent, their front seven can do some things from time to time in terms of getting to the passer. I think the Steelers can bend a lot. But in terms of breaking, I think that the offense is capable of offsetting their flagrant deficiencies in their secondary. So I'm of the mindset that the Steelers are the dark horse. The divisional winners are the obvious ones to look at. But I think that the team to watch out for New England are the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. On this one, we agree. I rank these teams on who's your quarterback as to how big a threat you are to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. I don't yet fear Andy Dalton, even if they're playing at home against New England in a playoff game. I don't fear Brock Osweiler, and it looks like they're going that direction in Denver. We'll see how that plays out when Peyton says he's ready to play. It looks to me like it's going to be Brock Osweiler. Remember, Patriots were up 21-7, fourth quarter in the snow. A rookie free agent drops a punt, and all of a sudden the sky fell in at Mile High on the New England Patriots, and they lost Gronkowski. So I still think New England could beat Brock Osweiler in Denver if that was required. The two wild card teams right now are Kansas City and the Jets. I don't fear either quarterback in either case, but I do fear the one team that's looking on the outside, looking in right now at 7-5. New England does not have, Pittsburgh does not have the conference record tiebreakers, so it's out at 7-5 right now. That could change, probably will change, but listen, Roethlisberger and those weapons, last night it was just a sight to behold. It's not the greatest show on turf.
It was against Indy.
It's the greatest show in the sky because he just stands back there and just bombs away to any of his. He's got deep speed everywhere. There are 4 guys who can get behind you, and that's pretty hard to play for anybody.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, Antonio Brown, be careful of jumping into the low post, exposing yourself along the way. That's just not wise. But
didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
No.
But you're just hopeful that everything will come together. I just think that their defense, the secondary, I can't believe in it but so much. But if there's an offense that can offset it, it's this. And Brock Osweiler, 16-26, 166 yards yesterday. Everybody's been raving about him. Relatively pedestrian performance.
I need to see more from him. All right, so the AFC still up in the air. The NFC East clearly is. Captain Kirk leads his Redskins against the rival Cowboys tonight at FedEx Field. Will Skip's Cowboys pull off the upset? We pick the Monday Night Football matchup after the break.
First Take is brought to you by Taco Bell's new Steak Boss Nachos.
It's going to be good. Monday Night Football when bitter NFC East rivals collide. Cowboys, Redskins tonight at 8:15 Eastern on ESPN. Dallas at Washington. Stephen A., who wins?
I'm going with the Redskins. I'm going with Kirk Cousins. And the Redskins, I know Jordan Reed, Niles Paulson, all of these guys are out, but I think the Redskins win a game like tonight. The division is in their hand. The nation's capital is stirring. I'm going to roll with Kirk Cousins to beat the hapless Cowboys.
Molly, who you got?
Matt Castle or Kellen Moore? I'm rolling with the Cowboys.
You're rolling with the Cowboys?
Yeah, the Cowboys on Monday Night Football.
All I can say is Washington should win.
Really? But you're not going to make
How
a
about them Cowboys?
That's just
He's
weak.
loyal.
I'm out. But you can't even make a prediction. It's a scaredy cat. Skip the skate.
Bye, guys.
I mean, this is unbelievable. You need to show him more respect. And you can say that nonsensical stuff, and then to top that off, you're moody. I'm not joking, bro.
Okay.
As a Sooner fan, I am more worried about Clemson than I am about Alabama.
That is very disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying.
You just exercised disrespect
Shots
right there.
fired.
That was disrespectful.
I
You worried more about
It was
Clemson
honesty,
than Alabama.
pure honesty.
I don't say that honesty.
You know why?
Please.
You know why?
I mean,
That's why I wore my
Alabama
orange
is
dress
less
for
to
you.
be worried about than Clemson.
Deshaun Watson is a great college football.
Really?
College
I didn't
football
know that.
player.
We ain't
He is
excuse me.
great.
Leonard Fournette's great. What happened to him?
He doesn't play
What happened
quarterback.
to him? Well, it doesn't matter. The point that I'm trying to make to you is when you going up against Ty, Eddie Jackson, and the crew on
You know
that
what?
defensive side, and Ragland and those boys on that defense, you're
now-
being very disrespectful.
now
very disrespectful.
In fact, I need Deshaun Watson to win the Heisman over Derrick Henry. That's what I need.
Really?
I need it.
Really?
I want it.
personal now.
Security needs to get you drug tested.
Why?
Derrick Henry doesn't get the
After the
Heisman
show
because of
Deshaun
Watson.
put on the other
Stop it. Against North Carolina, I respect them. They had a good season, but they showed that they didn't necessarily belong in that national playoff, okay? North Carolina is very good, doing an outstanding job. Proud of those brothers, but they didn't belong in the top 4, and they still got dropped 37 on Clemson. Really?
I need
really?
Deshaun Watson to bring his Heisman Trophy to the Orange Bowl.
Let me ask you this question.
That's what I need.
Let me ask you this
Stop
question.
That's what I need.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
You think Deshaun Watson and those boys are going to put up those points against Alabama's defense?
Well, I already picked Oklahoma to beat Clemson.
Okay, so you think Oklahoma's going to be good. So you think they're going to put up those numbers on
No,
Oklahoma?
I just need Deshaun to win the Heisman, just so he can bring it down to the Orange
He
Bowl.
can carry it.
Yeah.
You do that,
And I'm
all
gonna-
you're going to do is
I also have
exacerbate
to
the
remind
situation
you.
and tick them off.
What?
It's very disrespectful what
Historically,
you're
at
saying.
the Orange Bowl, my Sooners are 12-6, and they've won
Who
some
cares?
national championships.
I mean, what the hell are they doing? Giving out
National
oranges?
championships.
What are they, farm workers? No, they're
No,
football
you know what?
players. Who cares what they did at the Orange Bowl
Sooners.
years ago?
My
What did they do
Sooners
in a bowl
love
game
South
last year?
Beach. They love South
Really?
Beach.
Really?
Yeah, they line it
love
up on
South Beach.
South
Well, you
Beach.
know what?
You know
Alabama, with Saban being as disciplined as they are,
Yeah, right.
recognize that they don't need to be in South Beach
Yeah,
in
they
the
get to be
days leading up
I
to it.
suddenly
Please.
have
And by
a
the way, they're
really
gonna be on there.
vested interest in this
You
game
really
now
have
because I need
You're very
Bama and
disrespectful.
Oklahoma
You're
when we're
very
at the national
disrespectful.
championship
That's
game.
disrespect right there. That's disrespect.
No.
Clemson is
Pure
more
honesty.
of a threat than
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Alabama.
more worried. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, please let it be those two
Ooh,
teams,
you
because it'll
know,
be fun for us. Those will be
Clemson's the
some
number
fun
one
shows.
team.
Listen, Clemson,
They're
I
number
like
one.
Clemson a lot. I respect them. I'm fans of their program. I just don't think that they ready for this. Alabama? Oh, that's very
Bama,
disrespectful.
Oklahoma.
That's very
Make it
disrespectful.
happen
Here
so I
comes
can get
Baker
more of this.
Mayfield.
Okay,
Well, you know,
let's go to break.
All right. Let's
Riding the chip, the Eagles pull off the huge victory over the Pats Sunday. So is Philly the favorite to win the NFC East? Oh,
Why is
our
Eric
former
Allen-
Eagle,
why-
Eric Allen.
why is Eric Allen
it's
standing
a
there like he's
different
ready to-
story
like he's ready to
every
play?
week. Eric, how does this always happen?
Why are you
I
trying to look
blame
like
you.
he's still ready to play?
Come on.
That's what I want to know.
Back in a minute. Stay here.